Can you not hear me?
Yes,
can you
go on. You ceased before. Your voice ceased before, but you can go on.
All right. So what I was saying is that the same person that called us Janjaweed is the same woman that said this during the process that she called us Janjaweed. That is why I'm touching this point now. That in that process that she called us Janjaweed, she mentioned all these places, and I am also saying, how can now somebody not acknowledging the structure that guide this IPOB, that guide this movement, that protect this movement, that sees the face of this movement, and you're Janjaweed to who? I am in this struggle for over since 2012. I have gone with to some places. So you're telling me you that came last year or 2 years ago are now more experienced than what we are doing, that I didn't loyal to this struggle, that I have full committed myself in this struggle, that I'm a Janjaweed to Chikedorism, and you want Chikedorism to call you. She contradicted herself all over the place. It was a very, very disappointment. You know, will I say broke her that woman met. I don't know the statement, if you like. You know, I don't know where she's getting all this idea that she, you know, these people have caused so much commotion in this movement. In the last 3 months, Onyendu is outside. They are the most painful part of it. These people are riding at the back of Onyendu. They will sweet talk like they are using Onyendu, at the same time causing damage and dissatisfaction among the movement. Whatever they are doing is also detrimental to the movement. And I just don't understand it. That you calling men of valor in this movement that have remained loyal to this. None of us in the DOS that have been less than 7 or 8 years, and these people that just only joined last year calling us Janjaweed. And what can she now mention one thing DOS have done wrong? Tell me one thing. She wants us to come and talk something that Onyendu was kidnapped, and we are trying to look at where the loot flow came from. Look to find, and the same people I'm suspecting, the same people who are blaming the US are the people who knows what happens to Onyendu, and there will be no forgiveness. Any of them, I'm making it very clear, any of them that got their hands in the kidnapping of Onyendu, because some of them think that Onyendu is not going to come out. That's what they believe. That is what they are doing with their DSS that they are working with. They think that Onyendu will not make it, he will not come out. But I'm telling them, regardless, there will be no forgiveness in what they have done to IPOB for this movement. Thank you very much. We are not Janjaweed. Nobody is Janjaweed. There's no Janjaweed in IPOB. Thank you very much.
Master Jonathan. There is a static noise. Is it clear now?
Of course, there is. I don't know where it's coming from. Not here, really.
Okay.
I think it's okay. It's okay now.
It's okay now. Yeah, it's okay. Mazi, my fellow colleagues and comrades who are in Europe, they have cleared the issue of Janjaweed from Europe. But for me, I'm going to talk as a member of DOS. Maybe she forgot to talk about the Middle East, but let me come in here. It's unfortunate that Mrs. Bridget, a woman we respect, we honored in several occasions, will come on the air and say what she said. Twice, I have had meeting with them. I had a meeting with them, with the women. Maze Doziem sent me a Mazo former to have meeting with them when they have some group. They wanted over what happened to Onyendu in care. They needed some briefing to understand. First, I went to them. I spoke to them first time. Maybe they were not very comfortable. They requested again, me and Mazo Former went on behalf of the DOS when HOD asked us to do so. We went there, we spoke to them. This meeting lasted almost 7 hours. I can remember that day. I think they were like 30 something of them. They say some are Biafrans, some are not. And after all that explanation, they also invited Mazi Doziem. There is all of you saw the Zoom meeting. Mazi Doziem went to that Zoom meeting without knowing.
It's supposed to be in-house, right?
It is. Let us take the issue of Janjaweed. Let us see who is the Janjaweed here. Mazi Doziem went for a meeting with them. They invited Mazi Doziem to speak to them. After me and Mazi Ofama have spoke to them, give all explanation. They invited Mazi Doziem as a private meeting. But in their back, in the Mazi Doziem did not know they were televising that meeting to the public. Are you hearing me? The HOD went an in-house meeting with them, that they were transmitting that meeting to the public. Even Mazi Doziem did not know. After the meeting, everywhere was like a problem. We asked Mazi Doziem, how did you understanding me? He said, I don't know. He said, no, I didn't ask this meeting to be transmitted in the public. Yes. Yes. And I'm sure she get to Mrs. Bridget. One thing I have realized from Mrs. Bridget, she will always deny everything. This is one thing I realized from her. Everything she denied. She don't know. She don't know. She don't know. This one she don't know, but she's everywhere. For Mrs. Bridget to come on air calling us names, let me make this thing clear for all Biafrans to know. The woman leader in United States is a position our leaders set up to mobilize women and the raise fund to support this struggle. In January, maybe before even ESM was launched, this position does not have any statute. The woman leader has no statute in IPOB code of conduct. Let us know this thing very, very clear. This is a position, a task given to her to mobilize the people. And I think she's doing it. But along the line, she's now crossing the boundary. Because now a butterfly thinks she's a bird. They say they are now emissary, they take control. I hear what Mazi Alonzi asked her. Over the women have come to take control. He said, you know, Mazi Alonzi, even though she tried to run from that question. That they have, the YouTubes are there. They can't deny these things. Thank God. Because they are people that denies. Now, Madam Bridget came to say Janjaweed working. Like Mazi Abadim said, we are not going to keep silent. In a space of 3 months or 4 months, Onyendu is arrested. These women, this group of women, not all women, they are very respectful women. She's also, I respect her so much, but she has to mind her steps and her words. Because Mrs. Bridget have crossed, they came from, in 3 months' time, they have moved from USA woman leader to Biafra woman leader worldwide to Biafra Women Global Alliance. In 3 months, 4 months, the same group of people, the women, from USA woman leader to Biafra Land woman leader worldwide, IPOB worldwide. Now they have graduated from there to Biafra Women Global Alliance. And there is one stupid woman, I'm saying it, IPOB gave her paper in Spain. IPOB, that heritage, new heritage, that doesn't give anybody to worship in her church. That is the platform. The woman that has provided that platform, these women coming on that platform to insult IPOB leadership. This is the woman IPOB leadership facilitated through the Spain coordinator. They gave her paper, she gets a resident asylum permit in Spain. That is the platform they came and they are insulting us, insulting the leadership. And I am sure maybe it is Mazi Abadem wrote that letter to give her asylum. Him and the husband, because church business is no more running. She now come on the radio Biafra to attack, to bite the fingers that fail her. Now, Mrs. Bridget say Janjaweed surrounding Master Dosiem. Who is the Janjaweed? All of them came. They came, their problem is removing Nanyanya. That is where most of our problems started. They came. They put all. Mrs. Bridget was saying on the radio, she didn't say the truth because she tried to tell the we ask, you know, as a woman, crying will not solve any problem. If you say you are ready to face this thing, be strong and face this thing. Upon everything we have explained to them, what the US know about the rendition of our leader, they don't believe, and we don't want them to believe. They both said that they are going to bring, what do they call it? They both said they are going to bring private investigator, everything. We are waiting. Till now, they didn't bring it. They are disgracing this struggle. Because, let me say it here, if they are being guided, we are fighting the Zoo government. We are fighting people who has money more than anything we can think of. They support, they're doing a great job. But sometimes we look at it beyond. They started to bring Bruce Fenn credit. But that is not only what we bring Onyendu out. You bring Bruce Fenn to come for Onyendu leader. You want to raise money. Why bringing Bruce Fenn in a Zoom meeting? They are letting this struggle down to come to raise money and bring him on the global. This is show you are doing. You are not serious in what you're doing. When you want to correct them, they call you Janjaweed. Finally, I am Mrs. Bridget and her team. They will this issue. We are not taking it lightly. We are not taking it lightly because we have tried to support them. Anytime they call us, we respect them. We go to them. Anything they ask, we try. But in their back, they are stabbing us on a daily basis. Like if we go there and talk, they talk finish, you go out. They say they want to do protest in UK. They called us through Dr. Okachi. We all know him, the gentleman. They said they need 2 women from every country to support. If the DOS, because the DOS is made up of regional, continental reps and all these things, we all provided what they need. They needed 2 women from each country. We didn't know they were asking people from all this family planning a coup against the DOS.
Maz, if you see what is happening in that platform, it is horrible. Let's expose everything. It is horrible.
Let's solve everything and solve this problem. Because they think we are fools. In every country, the coordinators are hearing me. Everybody go back and ask those you sent to that forum, what is happening in that place? They gathered our own IPOB women. For example, talk to the Middle East, give them somebody with all our hearts that they are coming. Then, when we have sent all the women to them, they now coerce the women and start telling them that the DOS must be destroyed, they must take over power from them. They start to plan on, even inside that particular forum, some women start to oppose them, and the women say, this is not why you brought us here. Even in that forum, they started to ask the women they will start contributing ESM money. And that is not the purpose why they asked for that. At a point, they started a campaign against me, China Sanwo-Olu, in their forum. They said that China Sanwo-Olu has no respect for womanhood. In that forum, this is a campaign they started in their forum. Those women, people that we selected, people to support them in what they are doing. That is why the number of people that are supposed to even come to that protest in UK, the widows, because most of them was complaining that you send us to this forum, we're seeing a different thing. That is where they grow. They thought when we have given them all these women, forgetting that these women given to them are all hardcore IPOB who believe in the structure of IPOB, believe in the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu. In the absence of Nnamdi Kanu, Dosiembe is the next person we are following. And finally, she talked about Judas on the prophet. This Madam Bridget, he call us Janjaweed. Do you know they use a woman inside the DOS? That is the time you see them, they were jumping up, making all kind of meeting. These days they are talking out of point. They have nothing again to talk. That time, do you know that a woman we trusted inside the DOS was making, even if we are having meeting, because that was the assignment they sent her. We didn't know. Because we trusted everybody in the DOS. We feel we are with our brothers. We don't know they have infiltrated the DOS through a woman. Do you know that in the meeting, any meeting DOS is doing, the woman will record our meeting, not knowingly, and she passes it to them. That is when you saw some of them. They go, even the other guy, one of them, these YouTubers, he said that everything they talk in the DOS, I have it. Everything they talk, we have it. Can you imagine that? And along the line, the woman was copying everything that is any statement made inside the DOS. The woman copies it and gives it to them. The woman copies it and gives it to them. He's talking about Judas. But they were the one who sent Judas inside the DOS. That is the time you see them, they were shining. Before we talk, they talk 10 because somebody was passing information from the DOS to them. Do you know when one of them got angry, they stopped giving money for the youth, for the men at home? It is the day the HOD realized that that forum, everything written in that forum goes outside. There was a mole inside the forum. Then HOD decided to shut it down because they were bringing accusations. We hear the voices of the women inside our forum. Anything they write in their forum, when the person leaks information, drops in their own forum, any response they give there, the person return it for us. We start hearing the voices of these women on the YouTube and all these places inside the forum. Unnecessary allegations was being made. The HOD decided that this forum is no more serving the purpose of why we have this forum. On signal, he said he's going to shut it down. Everybody remove himself. For me and some of my colleagues, people remove themselves in the order of Mazi Chike Dozie. He said, I want to shut this place down. Remove yourself from here, every member of the DOS. I left the forum like 2 days, or I didn't know what again was happening because the HOD has given the order. After 3 days, a woman called me from USA and told me, why did you people remove this woman from that forum? I need to know. I told her, who are you to ask me this question? Don't ask me. I said, HOD closed the forum. He said, I must show him evidence. That was when I understood. Why is this woman so crazy? The HOD shut the forum. He felt it was on a security risk. He told me, I need to see where HOD said he will close this. I told him I will not do that. The person who gave you the information should go and bring you those things. That was the last time the anger, they refused to bring money for food, they started their blackmail. Master Jonathan, because if I start saying anything, if I say anything, people see this, some of these women, they will take knife and skin them. But let us keep the revenue until Onyendu is out. Thank you so much.
Please, one quick one before I open my lines. Because also she talked about some people being independent in IPOB. You know, this thing, because when you talk on radio, some people might understand it in another way. So that is why we need clarification. Are there any people, is there any person or people, group of persons that Nnamdi Kanu appointed to work with IPOB or for IPOB as an independent person or persons that should not follow the structure of IPOB, that should not obey anything about command and control, anything about DOS or leadership, this thing, it doesn't concern the person, is working independently? That is the last one I want to ask before I open my lines, please. Quick one, please.
Mazabani, do you take it or should I take on?
Please, Maz, you mute yourself. Maz, there's no more time.
Yes, I've done that. I've done that. Yes, let me say something, Maz. You can go later on. That is, this is not the first time. Like I already alluded to, those who came to the struggle with ulterior motives. This is one of the signs that you know, betray them. When you come to the struggle, you coming to the back door by maybe inducing our leader with some donations, you know, through what you call Nigerian system. You know, that's the Nigerian virus, I would call it, because if you are doing something and you know that it's not correct, trying to maneuver, trying to you know, overtake those who have been there waiting on, you know, queuing there to get their turn. You just try to overtake all of them.
Cut corners.
Yes.
Cutting corners.
Yes, cutting. That is a Nigerian virus, and that is what is happening to those who came to this struggle and thinking that if I have access to that man, that is my end. Then I will try to achieve maybe one of the objectives that they have given that person or the assignment paid for. So he cannot come to the IPOB trying to tell us that Nnamdi Kanu appointed you. Who appointed us? Was it not the same Nnamdi Kanu? Or did we fall from heaven? Nnamdi Kanu appointed us. And when he appoints you, you have to go through the process. You know, you have everybody, like one of our brother used to say, there is a division of labor in IPOB, and everyone knows to whom to report to. You cannot be an island in IPOB. You're not an island. And when people tell me that they love Nnamdi Kanu, they are going to, you know, follow him wherever he goes. They are going to, you know, stop where he stops and suffer where he suffers, rejoice where he rejoices. Okay, but then at the end of the day, you see them, you know, casting aspersion and denigrating the people that Nnamdi Kanu has put as their superior. Just simply because maybe they think, this person is not as rich as I am, or maybe he's not as educated as I am. They started looking at your academic qualifications, start looking at your height, they start looking at your financial achievements, and then they are trying to compare and say, no, I can't work under this guy. They try to find faults, try to blackmail, try to see how they can even remove you from your position and take over. But that's not why we are here for. This is a struggle for goodness sake. We are not here to politicize, and dirty politics for that matter, because that's why I call it the Nigerian virus. You can't bring that system here. It doesn't work with us. The IPOB has been successful so far because of the truth Nnamdi Kanu was preaching. And if you are not somebody that likes the truth, that's somebody that loves the truth, you can't survive here. You can't last. Yeah, there's no wuru here in IPOB. You can't survive. It doesn't work because it's spiritual movement. I said before, it's a spiritual movement, and if you are not in the spirit, if you are not baptized, you can't last. Let me describe them. The simple way to describe this kind of people are what you call obanje. They come fast. They have to achieve their aim fast, and they are going fast. That's the best way to qualify them. That's the obanje syndrome in IPOB. you know. And Nnamdi Kanu appointed all of us, and every one of us know whom to report to. So in the absence of Nnamdi Kanu, the highest officer we report to is Master Chike. Whether he is younger than myself, I don't care. Whether he's richer, I don't care. Whether he's poorer, I don't care. The most important thing is the position that he's occupying, not because of the person. Okay? Just simply because Nnamdi Kanu has pronounced this person as qualified to occupy this position, that respect remains. That is the respect you give to that person, you are giving it to Nnamdi Kanu. So if you criticize and castigate, even falsely, denigrate the person that Nnamdi Kanu has appointed to a special position, and you're telling me that you are followers of Nnamdi Kanu, you are the lover of Nnamdi Kanu, but you are castigating the person, even lying against that person, then the same problem that you are causing for this person is invariably, you are doing it to Nnamdi Kanu, because he said it many times that everywhere I put a coordinator in the world, that guy represents me, or that woman represents me. So if you treat that person well, you're treating Nnamdi Kanu well. If you're treating that person bad, it's the same thing you're doing to Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot pretend. So these are the Obanje syndrome we see in IPOB. Those who came fast and they are going to fall out fast. That's all I want to say. Thank you. You can take over now, or Mazi Atayo, but whoever wants to say something, you can do that.
Please go on, do, please.
Okay. Master, do you go or let me go first? Okay, Mazi, you see this issue of, there is also a comment that was made on radio yesterday by Mrs. Bridget, and I want to ask her. She knows that this lady she's working with, they call her Nelly, she knows she has been dismissed from IPOB. I will leave that question on, let her answer herself. Someone being dismissed from IPOB, you are hell-bent making campaigns with her, telling us that she's under contract. I don't know, Maziabani or this people, have you heard ever there is somebody under contract for IPOB, under contract to audit? Our
contractors are not members of IPOB.
So they are not members of IPOB.
The legal team.
These are lies that are being peddled. They are using to accommodate certain things. Somebody that is being expelled from IPOB, Mrs. Bridget, is walking around with the person. That is against even the rules and the regulation in IPOB. If our leader knows that, she's gone also. Yes, 1 week, yes, weekend. That is it. There is nothing. She said there, people are always coming. These things happen in Biafra land. When they say they give you senatorial, you say you are on your own. On whose back? They give you, you say, I am on my own. That is something I think most of them don't understand that in America. Because you have to know that at the early stage of this struggle, when IPOB was growing, when somebody called from, say for example, from Jamaica, you are the first caller, you have the passion for IPOB family to start. Our leader will ask you, do you want to do, you say you need a family, say start one day. That was how all these families were kick-started. Some people started this IPOB family in their countries. They were even paying on behalf of that country until people start coming. I know many coordinators. I know some people, there was a time it was taxed. Okay, give us this amount. UAE, give us this amount. You must give, this is your dues. And sometimes those people that started the family were paying it from their pocket to keep the family running, to make sure they represent. None of them are saying I am independent because only you gave me the order. We have involved, IPOB have grown to the point that we don't select coordinators in that way unless where people are not it. But I doubt everywhere IPOB is in over 130 countries now. Now, somebody use the same mentality. I am independent. Independent of what? Under whose back? Somebody will use the name of IPOB and raise money. You call IPOB family around the world, IPOB, and raise money. When you raise the money, IPOB members will come and contribute the money. When the money comes into your hand, you say that you are independent. Are you not a criminal? Are you not a criminal? What are you saying? On whose back? On whose name are you using to gather all these things? When our money goes to your pocket now, you tell us you are independent. Nobody can ask you anything. And let me make this thing very clear also, because it was pointed out yesterday when she was talking. He said this person is independent. It's a pure lie. I report to Mazde Dosim on a daily, ask Mazde Dosim, maybe 10 times in a day. I report to Mazde Dosim. Master former, the same thing. I am sure, everybody reports to Mazde Dosim. There is nothing that you are independent, you do what you like. It's a pure lie. It's a pure lie. Yes, they must, like Abraham said there, they must understand and look deep how IPOB operates. When they say you're independent, you go and do anything, you take policies, you make laws, you make things that you don't even know if we have crossed that stage. Things that will backfire against the struggle. So you are telling me now, Sister, I can do something, spend the money and say I am independent. Mother will not know in the absence of Onyendu. This anybody saying this thing, immediately you see anybody who opens his mouth to say I am independent. I cannot report to anybody. The person is a criminal. BIAFRA, anywhere you gather, somebody telling you that he's independent, stone the person. He's a criminal. That is not the way IPOB is being built. Thank you, Mars Jonathan.
Thank you, Mars. Thank you very much. I think we are going to go into just few minutes breaks, and when we come back, we are going to open the line so that Biafrans will call in, please. Please, I will be right back. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. We are on a special session, interactive session. Today is the 18th day of October in the year of our Lord 2021. Do not forget that we are live and direct with some members of the DOS, Mazi Austin Abanyem, Mazi Isayoba, and Mazi Chinasanworu here with me to take your questions, but we should be guided by the rules, please. You will be restricted to maximum 2 questions at a time, please, because many people are or have already been calling. 2 questions at a time and not more than 3 minutes, so that I can accommodate people, as much people as we could, please. Now our lines are now open. I have a caller on WhatsApp, but hold on please, let me detect the numbers. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Therefore, I will go to the first caller on WhatsApp. Please, caller on WhatsApp, can you start by telling us your name, where you're calling from, and go straight to the point, to the question. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Welcome to the program. Please, your name and where you're calling from.
Master Prophet from Germany.
Okay, Master Prophet from Germany. Go on, please.
Adjective number 1. Dr. Wuli.
Doctor?
Wuli. No, Wuli, Madam Wuli. Rita Eze, offered signature Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they were voice recording to prove not forging the signature. And those that signature were a lot of latitude, power to dethrone Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to dethrone DOS, to dethrone Nnenna on your way power. Now you're gonna die worldwide. No way power. No you're gonna procurement.
Are you asking a question or are you making a suggestion? Please.
I will ask a question. Okay, let me straight.
Yeah, please, because many people are calling.
Now, when are you guys going to fire the ass of this one? The signature,
who is that?
My next question.
Who is that?
Rita Eze, Oyibo.
Go on. Okay. I hope whatever you are saying, you can prove it. Please go on. Okay, you say when you say it's okay.
I have documents.
Okay. Now, what is your question, dear?
I have voice recording. My question is that I am happy.
Okay, we have heard it. I am. Don't repeat, please. You have another question. You go on.
My next question. Yes. Next question. This lady, one lady that told me prayer, na ya share ego to other people. When you ga akpọpụta ya si ya one broad na information onye ego and ndị niile ego who and who did she share money with, so that can you manage them will start in this struggle, because everyone broke na for the past 3 months as she is on. So all effect CFA buying the niile ngalile ha plant ya coup against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and deal with this.
Okay.
You know this girl, all this information of China. So
okay, thank you.
Issue number one, issue.
Thank you. I will go Mazi Master Prophet. I will go your 2 questions. Thank you very much. Now, please, I will off you so that you continue listening through the apps for the answers, for the replies, please. Mazi Chinasa, Mazi Abuanyima, Mazi Aiza Yoba. I hope you people understand or have the question. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, please go on.
Mazabanim, do you have something to say, or should I go ahead?
Mazuba, you can go first.
Okay. Mazindewo, our brother that just asked a question. Number one, I will start from the second one. The lady that came on air and said something, I think some member of DOS have interviewed her and they have every information. I understand that when certain things happen, people want us to come outside to talk about it. But that is why, that is the leadership. We get all the information, we get our facts correct before we come out and make any pronouncement. That one I can tell you, all the people that they said, the forum they formed, the people they shared money from South America to Biafra land, most of them have pulled out and the information continued to flow in. Those who didn't know what their plan was all about. We are gathering information and it's not yet to make it public. That is what I will say on that one. Then number 2, everybody knew how IPOB letter-headed paper looks like. And we don't give any document. It's only signed by Mazi Chike Doziem. And I will say this thing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has his own special letter-headed paper. He has from the office of the leader. And some people in the DOS knows this letter-headed paper and it can never be abused. The letter-headed paper, both retails a use and be dishing out information, is a fake document. From the letter-headed design to the last, they are all fake documents. Even the one Nelly is using without no address, these are all fake documents. And as long as they are fake documents, if there are any legal action we are going to take against them for using fake letterheaded paper, fake signature, even if Onyendu is not around, there is a way someone can sign for him, but not to forge his signature. And we are going to come to that. But one thing the world has to know, that strange letterheaded paper, it is not from IPOB. It is a fake letterheaded paper. And I will make a shocking distinction. Do you know that they went even use that letterheaded paper and wrote letter against somebody in their community? These the same women. They used the same letterheaded paper and they wrote, and this is a fake letterheaded paper, and wrote against someone down to his community. So we are going to take the necessary action. We are not going to make it public, but anybody who is using any fake document trying to impersonate Nnamdi Kanu, we know what it means when you impersonate somebody. And that was what they were looking for Maze Dosiem. It's a crime. And they were looking for Maze Dosiem to use our letterheaded paper to sign that rubbish for them. When Maze Dosiem refused, because he said, where is this thing coming from? That is when they resulted in taking a fake document, claiming they are authorized, approved. If Biafra should know, Mrs. Carol Monday is a special representative for IPOB. If people don't know, Mrs. Carol Monday, all of us knew, everybody knows her. She is a special representative for IPOB. Carol Monday has never one day picked up any document and signed and said that she's special representative for Nnamdi Kanu. Carol Monday have never picked any letter one day and signed that they are this. A treasurer said they give her authorization, use our fake document to sign. They make you an emissary. You started to sign a letter now, write things and put yourself emissary to Nnamdi Kanu. No, did you be that? Mazi, go to another question.
It's primitivity. You called our beloved Carol Monday. You know, that is civilization. Right from time. Somebody that even right from origin of IPOB, but she is very quiet and humble. Oh, I don't know. Let me thank you very much. I have another person here on Signal. Caller on Signal. Please welcome to the program. Your name, where are you calling from, if you may, and go straight to the point. You have 3 minutes. Go on, please.
Okay, Mazi Jonathan, thank you so much for picking my call. My name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria, and by the special grace of God, I am the IPOB National PRO. My question goes straight to our DOS members who just came today to make clear of all these nonsense that are running all over the social media. I want to ask, these so-called people who said they love Nnamdi Kanu and they can die for Nnamdi Kanu and are not ready to obey the rules and regulation or the structure Nnamdi Kanu have set in place. My question is, what is DOS going to do to these people? Because we can't continue watching these people. This is the first question. Second question is about one Anumpama who wrote issue a fake memo and said from today they are the one that are in charge of IPOB. It's no more DOS. I don't know where they get that authority. I want to ask, who gave them that authority to issue that memo? These are my 2 questions. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
But there was, sorry, I was speaking. Maazi Chinasa, Maazi Abanyim, do you have anything to say? Because for me, the second question has been answered. That as far as it's falsified, there is no need about it. You know, it's fake. No person gave the authority. Go on, please, about the first question.
Maazi, what I have to say here is that you know, when our leader sometimes he set trap for people, and they will fall into that trap. Okay, he also does that with the zoo. Anytime he sets a little trap, they jump inside. When he opened his mouth to, you know, to commend somebody who is doing good work, that person, look at that person very close, the person will go mad, and that praise will enter the head. And we told him to stop, you know, commending people, because it doesn't go well with them later on. He said, okay, he will stop. But whenever he does it lately, you remember he would tell the person, do not let Satan enter you. He doesn't say that before. It's because of the advice we gave him to stop. You know, I've told him many times never to commend me, so that Satan will not jump into me. Because I want to remain who I am. I didn't come to the struggle for popularity or whatever. I'm satisfied with what I have and what I'm doing. And God has given me almost everything I want except Biafra. That's what I am, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, so that we can go home. So some people, when Nnamdi Kanu praise them, whether they are those in media or whether those on offices, some of them it will enter their head and they will run mad. Okay, when somebody when he said, if our women would come into this struggle, then the Biafra is here. That's what caused the problem that we are facing today, especially in the US. We have women in Europe who have been working assiduously, just like you mentioned, Carol Monday and the rest of them. Madam Nnene has been faithful and doing her work, but our leader has not even praised them like he's praising these ones that are coming new, and because these old ones. Like Carol Monday and Madam Nnene and the rest of them, we have Obi in the UK, Obi in Bomb, and the rest of the women in Switzerland. Here we have a woman coordinator.
People that are doing things you don't even hear their name. They don't even want to come out.
That's what I'm saying. We have
God bless them.
We have Madam Morello Costa. She's doing a great work for us in Switzerland. In Norway we have Madam Okeke, who is a national coordinator. You never hear her name. These women, for their sake, I would not abuse any women. But I'm just saying that the new ones that are coming that I would describe as Obanje syndrome, those are the ones, when our leader praise women, he enters their head. And they started to take accolades that doesn't belong to them. You know? So the answer to your question, brother, is that we are taking note of everything. Because everything we are doing in the DOS is led by Nnamdi Kanu. Some people don't know that. So when they come to criticize DOS, they wouldn't know that they are criticizing Nnamdi Kanu. He's the one still making decisions. He's the one still commanding the struggle. He's the one that we are following. And we're making it clear before the world that Nnamdi Kanu is still our leader, he's still our commander-in-chief. So if you criticize DOS, you are criticizing him. That's what I tell people, and that's the fact. So the point there is that we will bring the matter to him, and he will be the one to make the final decision. If you see a Dozem expel somebody, he's not just doing it because he's happy doing that. I don't enjoy expelling people or even suspending people. But when we are forced, then we know that when we do it, everybody that looks into the matter will tell you that, oh, why did you wait so long to do this? So our leader has to decide what happened to those ones, because I don't know where he got them from. Thank you so much.
There we go. I think, should I go to another question? I have somebody, Maazi Annie Kings. Are you there? Please tell us your name and where you're calling from and your questions, if you may. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Maazi Jonathan.
Welcome to the program. Please go.
Am I coming out?
Yes, the whole world, humanity is listening to you. Please go on.
All right. Good evening from here. My name is Maazi Annie Kings, and I live here in United Arab Emirates. I come from Enugu in Nsukka Zone, Enugu Province, Biafra land. Before I start, I have to extend my greeting to the honorable members of the Directorate of State that are here in this program to take our question. And also, you, Mazi Jonathan, the anchor of this program.
Mazi, please, no time for accolades and greetings. You know, I said it right from time. Please go on, direct.
And I say, Mechiko Kabi, I bless every one of you. My question, I have one question and one appeal to make. And the question is, because we are in the media and we are representing BIAFRA reporters, and there is this feedback from Biafrans, and I want a clarification on this, because a lot of people have made it a duty to that attacking the Directorate of State, the US, is what give them put food in their table. So they cannot do without that, no matter the explanation you make. But there is one thing I want to ask. Mazi Chinasembo have been in this platform for 2 times, and he mentioned that there was a fundraising made on behalf of late Saint Nkonso to remit for their family, and this fundraising was made using the name of ESM IPOB, and the people, we also try to advertise those fundraising when it was being organized, and people now are asking us that we raise funds for Nkonso, and now we have embezzled the money or something like that. And Master Chancellor have been in this platform to say that that fund, that people $1.
You are running around the preambles and the rigmarole. Ask your question. Is it?
I will not be limited to. I will not be limited to the family. So now my question is this: can we confirm that this money have not been remitted? If yes, can the US or the leadership of this movement publish the names of those people that organize that fundraising, so that we can follow up with this particular action, because it is a blackmail on us, and these people use IPOB and ESN to raise this fund.
Thank you.
We would like for the names of the organizers to be published in the public, that these are the people who raise this fund, and these are the people who
thank you. I think I have understood your question. Please.
Yeah. Then that is my appeal. And then my question again is, since the money is in question of whether the fund has been remitted or not, how is the leadership taking care of family? Or are we still waiting for the fund?
Okay.
I want to be confirmed that the leadership are still taking care of the family, despite that the money have not been remitted. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Mazi Chinasa, do you hear that, please? Go on, please.
Yeah, Mazi Jonathan, thank you so much. I think the network was a little bit shaky. Can you help me? I heard the last question, but the first one, he said, clarify me very well. He said,
about the first question, he talks about if those people that raised the fund Ikonso, using Ikonso name or IPOB, whether the fund has been remitted, whether we can confirm that it has been remitted to the family.
Okay, Mazi.
You have the second question.
Yes. As of now, we are talking here.
And if not, whether their names, the names of those responsible, should be released to the public. Okay, go on.
Well, as of now, I'm talking now. Do you understand me? That money has not been released. In terms of releasing names, it's not my duty. The leadership is there. If they consider it, the auditor, the person who called himself a chief auditor, he couldn't audit this one. The one running around making auditing, she couldn't audit this particular one. It is not my duty to decide whose name to be published. Not everything can be published on air, I can tell you. But as of now, we are talking, that money has not gotten to the family of Ikonso. If they raised money, we hear the amount of money that was raised, and as of now, they have not gotten any money. Unless they are doing it now, or they sent it a couple of hours ago. But then the next question you asked, your second question, yes, the leadership have found it fit. This is the time for schools to go back. Children are going back to school. The little we can do in the absence of our leader, this IPOB leadership have done something. It is not enough. It's just to keep them for a couple of time. It is our duty, because we do take care of our people, those who lost their family, who lost their husband, the Nigerian military killed. We are taking care. IPOB is taking care of them, irrespective of anything, even in the absence of Nnamdi kanu. The leadership is doing their best, and for the family of Ikonso, we'll try a little. It's not actually what's supposed to go to them, but something has been done during this period that children are going back to school, and we continue to do that, pending when they will bring the money they have raised in the name of Ikonso and family. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I think I have a caller that has been there on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, please start by telling us your name, where you're calling from, and go direct to your question without preambles. Go on, please. Caller on WhatsApp. Please, Mazi Patrick Ikem, not you. I think caller on WhatsApp, Mazi Chuku, is it? If I'm right.
Yes.
Yes,
my name is Chuku Emmanuel.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you very much. I have a suggestion. My suggestion is this. I heard about 1 month shutdown. That's it at home. Then I try to ask some questions, and I find out that 1 month is so much, because people in Igbo land are very poor, that nobody can able to bought a bag of rice or to get enough food for his children, because a lot of people are now from hand to mouth. My suggestion is this: if this will be possible, after the 21 days, that's 4 days today, if it is possible, let us support this Monday's action, because people have bought into it, and it have gone into their mind. They will have chance to go and look for their food, and they use that Monday to sit at home. It will help, and we make it very easy for people according to the situation we find ourselves now.
Thank you, Mazi. I think I understand.
So that is what I'm trying to suggest.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Because 30 days will be
no need repeating. We have understood your point. You have made your point. Any other thing you are taking?
Okay.
Thank you. Unless you have a second question or anything. Thank you very much.
I don't have to ask much question.
Okay,
what I would like to suggest again is this: our leaders, let them try to come from time to time, at least once a week, so that they will discuss with other of our people, because people need to hear from them, and that will boost a lot of people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi Chukwu. Thank you very much. Over to you. Do you have anything to say, please? My panel of VOS, please. Do you have anything to say? If not, I continue.
Mazi, I think he gave a suggestion.
Yes.
He gave a suggestion.
Yes.
So we have heard his suggestion. It is also a nice suggestion, but it needs to be deliberated for what he's saying.
Okay.
Because we are entering a more critical stage. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have somebody, Mazi Patrick. Are you there, please? The platform is yours. Please make it as snappy as you know how to do, please. Can you?
Thank you, Mazi.
Because you are not a new person in the game. Go on, please.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you very much for the privilege. I'm not here to give accolade, but I want to thank the DOS for coming on air today to talk to our people. And it is, of course, quite open. Anytime they come around, the atmosphere changes, atmosphere of hope. Our people get to know the truth, because these days what you see on social media is, well, it's mind-blowing. And from what we've seen so far, the absence of our leader have actually exposed a lot of things, have exposed people who have been longing for power, who want to take over IPOB leadership by every means. And that is why what the first thing they did was to see if they could bring the DOS under their foot. Not being able to succeed in bringing the DOS under their foot, they thought they could control the Directorate of State. They failed, and they now came out with the real war, jumping on every opportunity. That they even went ahead to use the every Monday sit at home as an instrument of war against the Directorate of State and against their people. And we've seen all these things play out. Some of us chose to sit behind the scenes to watch exactly, to get a clearer picture of what is happening. And it's quite disappointing that there are Biafrans who have been in this struggle, who have sacrificed so much, but have been swept off, by people who never even made any contribution in the struggle. Many of our comrades who have contributed so much in this struggle have allowed themselves to be swept off by those who have not contributed anything. And it is very, very painful that people who have contributed so much have allowed people who never contributed anything to destroy the work they have done over the years. And I believe that as time goes on, the truth will come out. It's all about power tussle. It is very clear. People want to hijack the IPOB leadership. That is why they are jumping from one place, planning coup, putting out fake statements, even using letterheading. They are so desperate that even the desperation is now open, very clear. And I believe that everything you see today happening is not just something that is happening by. It was, in fact, is premeditated. is premeditated. The opening of our leader all brought them out to the light. They have been finding a way to take over IPOB leadership, but they felt they could do it with the absence of our leader. But my happiness is that we had a united Directorate of State who speak in one voice, and that is what Biafrans should be grateful for. Have we had some of the bad eggs in the Directorate of State who were, in fact, few months that they left, all these things are happening? Have they been in the Directorate of State today? I don't know where would have been. You know, so my joy and the joy of every Biafran is that the Directorate of State is intact and they are cooperating, they understand themselves, they understand each other, and that is the biggest gain we have made. So I want to say that should continue remain focused, continue to do what you are doing.
Thank you.
Don't even need crowd because the leader is looking for his 100 men. You know, so I mean, it's time for us to separate the wheat from the chaff. So Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
Remain blessed, Mazi. We are in this together. I think we have had him, and let me go again. That I want to pick. You know why the volume is going up and down? Because WhatsApp and the direct call, they are there together. So I want to pick. Yes, please call us on Signal and WhatsApp. Hold on, let me pick this caller on direct line. Caller on direct line, Mazi, please.
Hello,
the whole world, humanity is listening to you. Please, if you have any question, you go. If you don't have, please, your suggestion, make it 3 minutes. Go on, please.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Jonathan, let me. Okay, sir. Yes. So I have a question to ask.
Go on.
What I want to say is this. That is not how it is. How you? You should care. That's how you should care. You go to Canada and you go to the Middle East. I want to know where I will not be out from today. The whole world. That don't let us our land. One of us is like that land. On the first side, I not have a certain person. And I we are who we are. Let's just decide to play what is for you people. So you see, Genesis chapter 9, from verse 1.
You need to limit. You need to limit, please.
If we are not bring your money down, the 20%. And the church is government. I will take this land again. And to set it. I shall put up the first one. Chapter 6. About what says. I could tell you. What am I saying? I want second king. Chapter 6.
Maz, I think we shall stop here. Or fund again. Or foreign go or fund. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm telling you honestly, the phones are buzzing. Let me go to Signal because you have been there. Signal, caller on Signal. Please welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, the whole world is hearing you. Please go on, Mazi.
Okay. Mazi, my name is Mazi Chukwurindewo, Mazi Jonathan, and the panels from Directorate of State. My greetings to all of you. My first question is, I want to ask the members of DOS. There are some of our brothers that don't listen, and then during the first appearance of our leader, and they were going to Abuja with the flags that they were asked not to go with. Some of them were arrested in Lokoja. Please, what is the fate of our boys in that area? Has then been released? Are we working very hard to make sure they are back home? That's number one. Number two, please let me say this. I'm not satisfied. This is not a question because the question after this one. I'm not satisfied with the answer given to us about Ikonso. Because, Master Jonathan, you asked all the questions that were in our heart, but this particular one of Ikonso, I personally am not satisfied. I was in that fundraising. That fundraising was said to be Ikonso Foundation. That's where all of us head in that program. We had so many people there. I think close to 1,000 people were in that Zoom meeting. Ikonso Foundation. Actually, this Madam Bridget also made a promise that the children of Ikonso, her and the family will make sure that those kids go to varsity from now till over. They will take over. That's what the promise she made on that particular day. And this Ikonso Foundation is supposed to benefit even the other people that were killed, from that particular foundation. It's supposed to be a kind of foundation. So we need to make sure that this is what it is. And it was not okay for her to come over the phone the other day and say on the radio and said that this money is to rebuild the house, and the money was supposed to be $79,000 and now it's $37,000, $39,000 or $30-something thousand. It's not complete, and Onyen do say this and Onyen do say that when they went back to our leader. So this money is not meant for the family; it's meant for rebuilding. That's utter nonsense, eh? Because the family need to feed and take care of before you talk about rebuilding, and the money is not complete. And if she can say that the reason why she went back to Onyendu and the money was not released to the family is because the money is not complete, and Onyendu say we are going to rebuild that house according to what she said that Onyendu said to her. I now ask a question to DOS this evening. Has Onyendu given DOS instruction that so group are in the, you asked this question before, but has Onyendu himself tell DOS that these particular people are not to be governed by the body of IPOB, which is Directorate of State? And if Onyendu have not said this to DOS, can we get instruction from the lawyers to tell these women that they
you cannot ask question and answer it? Then there is no need of your asking.
Okay.
Ask question and leave it.
Let me leave it to them to answer. Let me leave it to them to answer in that manner, because we need the last question I'm to say. Let's get it very clear.
I said 2 questions. We don't go against the rule, please.
It was a comment that I was making through that part. But my last question is fine. I will leave it for another day.
Yeah, well, thank you. Please listen for your answer, please. Mazi China, so Mazi Isaiah, are you there? Please take it up. Mazi, can you unmute yourself?
Mazi, Mazi, I'm here. Mazi, you have anything to say? For me, let's make this thing very clear. Most of us in the DOS, we have the department we take care of. This person to do this. We have not been in the finance. When they raise money, I don't know any of the people who is those who have attended the Zoom meeting, all this kind of for raising fund. Have anyone seen Mazi Chinasaworu in the Zoom meeting? I doubt. We don't come near the finance. This is the way it goes, because we have things we are doing. So I don't have much to say. What we raise is an issue that have been pending, and why this subject was raised is because it tries to become, people are using it as a starting to abuse some of our men on ground, trying to use it that look at Ikonso that died. What have they? The family is dumped there. It's all these people also. These people trying to destroy the movement. They now said, oh, have they given them anything? They are there. But one thing, some of these women, the people in the DOS, we might not be in certain everywhere. But one thing is sure, Nnamdi Kanu always do. Among in the DOS, there are few people he will brief. Not generally. He will tell them maybe one time or the other during communication, there must be somebody he will hint. In case of tomorrow, he does that. He might not come and tell them, but anything that happened when the money are being raised in America, we were not there, but one way or the other, he briefed some people in the DOS in case there is money being raised here. There is this kind of thing. So that is all I know we can say. We don't participate in the finance and we expect them to sort it out. You understand me? Do the good thing. That is as simple as that. We are not bringing this issue maybe to witch hunt somebody, but it's to tell people we are into a serious issue. You can't come out and accusing people, things you are not sure. While under you are sitting on top of many things. And you continue blackmailing others. And apart from that, these are necessities that needs to be taken care of. We don't want people to be demoralized because they feel somebody was not taken care of. IPOB is taking care of a lot of people. A lot. I mean, when Nnamdi Kanu, the welfare, people going to school, people houses, all this, money runs in millions. IPOB spend a lot. That is why we continue to ask people to support the struggle. The struggle, supporting the struggle does not only mean just to, I mean, there are many things, money, you need money to sort out. That's why we urge people, wherever you are doing, if you raise that money, make sure it comes to IPOB, because there are many people to feed. There are many people that goes to school under IPOB. There are many people that takes medical care under IPOB. There are many people that, I mean, a lot is unimaginable. That is all IPOB are doing. There are people who are not even, maybe they didn't even got wounded. There are legal issues. The money are running in millions. So we need to know, if people use the name of IPOB, the name of ESN and raise money, the only good thing you will do for us is make sure that that particular fund is used for that purpose or for something, because now
and that is why every fundraising should be under the DOS approval.
I have something to
go on, please.
Can I
go on?
All right, okay, yeah. Let's just make it very clear. Let me help Mazi Chinasa for what he has already said. Look, in IPOB there are departments. IPOB have welfare department, which Mazi Nworu was saying. Through that welfare department, it covers every individual in IPOB that have one issue or the other during the course of this this restoration project, and they are being looked after, you see. So, but this particular fundraising on Mazi Ikonso, blessed memory, some of us who listened to that broadcast or that statement made by our sister saying that the amount that was realized was about 30-something thousand euros. And how long now have Ikonso passed away, or they killed him? It's over closely 6 months now, thereabout. And they have not remitted any money to this family. According to the testimony of this our sister, they have not remitted the money. Then nothing whatsoever. They haven't given anything to this family. And that come to me as a surprise, because that particular fundraising was not actually done under the DOS. According to them, they said that they are independent. But then the project made for that fundraising was not yet used. And this family so far now, IPOB, the welfare department are doing their best, covering the little expenses as doing, Biafrans who have problem, in the process of this our agitation. So this particular one that they raised, they have not used it, and they kept it. And look at what they are doing somehow that is very, very disturbing. They said that Onyendu, it's only Onyendu that will give them order on what to use our money to do, or to support the family that the fund was raised for. And the question now is, Onyendu I don't know how they know that Onyendu is in captivity. He can't do much from there. So why are they not doing something? Why are they not looking after this woman? They said that the money would be also used for the family, to look after the children and all this, but they haven't done anything. And why are they keeping the money? They haven't built the house. They haven't done rebuild the house for Ikonso, and at the same time they are not using the money to support the family. So this is a question themselves that claim that it's only Onyendu that will order them, and they are not under the US. They're the one that to answer this question themselves. Why are they holding that money? Why are they not using it for what it's meant for? If you cannot build Ikonso's house now, which the zoo were the one that destroyed the house, I don't know if they can allow, if they will not destroy the house again after rebuilding it. So, but then the necessary thing that are needed, they should be able to support that family financially and make sure that the family of Ikonso is well looked after. But they are not doing that. They are busy pointing hand and claiming that they are self-dependent according to them. So it's up to Biafrans. What we are doing here is to let Biafrans know what we know, and these people who are actually trying to demonize the US and the leadership of IPOB to blackmail them are the ones that are guilty of what they're accusing us of. So this is what I have to contribute in this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a caller that has been there since 20 minutes. What's up? Patiently, even the photo is staring at me in a piteous way. As a caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for holding on. Go on.
My name is Osas. I'm calling from Germany.
Go on. Welcome to the program. Go on to your question, please, if you have any or suggestion. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, this question I want to ask is this: what is the plan of DOS concerning on the 21st?
Oh, sorry. Can you say it again? What is the plan of DOS concerning?
On the 21st of this month that is coming.
Okay.
Telling our leader, because we are not trying to hear anything positive from the DOS and all that. And again,
but I hope you started listening right from beginning, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, because they made statement about it. Go on, please. Go on to your next question.
Okay. Thank you. And also, I want to also ask this: in this Radio Biafra, what motivates? What the DOS is using to motivate our youth, our people back home? Because most time I see in the channel right now is, I will say, is just to complain and gossip. That's what I see from my own aspect. But I want to say, what are they doing on ground to motivate our youth, to motivate us? Because I'm not actually seeing any encouraging words or any encouraging actions at all. So I want to know, what are they doing concerning that? What is the plan on ground? What are they doing to make sure that they're able to hold the Janjaweed government down? You understand me? To make sure that yes, this people is active, because since our leaders are being kidnapped, we are not sure to see any action from the DOS.
Please, I will ask you again. Did you start listening right from beginning when we started this program?
Yes, of course.
And you didn't hear anything? What is being said, you didn't hear nothing?
Yes, what I do. The only thing I see there is just about the complaint about the women and all that.
No, you're wrong. They made statements. Maybe you were not attentive. So I don't know. Okay. Because we shouldn't be repeating.
It's not just today. This is not the first time I follow it up. But I want to say that we should focus our energy on what we can do on ground.
Thank you. Let them answer the question. Let them answer the question. Let them answer your question, right, please. Thank you. Maazi Chinasa, can you?
Yeah, Maazi. Can I ask him, my brother, please don't
go. No, he has gone. He's gone, please.
He has gone. I wanted to know what is the action he's talking about on ground, because I want to understand what he means. You want to see action on ground, because that one is the one I don't know how to answer him that. But for the court date on 21st, I think we have said it here. HOD will be here on air tomorrow by 7 p.m. BIAFRA time, and whatever the leadership have for the court, any instruction, any order, will be made public tomorrow. I think that's what I picked from his question. But for the talking about, he said, what are we doing to motivate Biafrans? I mean, what we are doing, is it, do we have incentive he want us to go and give to Biafrans? The things we are doing, all this while we continue to do it, our responsibilities, we continue to do it, we maintain what we are doing, consistency, making sure that every day he said, what are we doing? It is insulting for him to come Radio Biafra, we come to gossip. He should withdraw that statement, because Radio Biafra, this platform, is where we have spread this gospel from April 2009. Nnamdi kanu registered this radio. This Radio Biafra, if it is gossip, you won't be listening it today. If we are not serious on this platform, you won't even call in to speak. And it is disrespectful to say that on Radio Biafra they come here to talk about gossip. And I owe no apology. This brother that just spoke now is one of those people. They come to attack you. When you want to respond to them, they tell you, let us focus. But they have indirectly attacked you. Calling the Radio Biafra platform where people come to gossip and talk about that, it is disrespectful, and for that reason I am not taking that question from him, and I'm not going to respond to him, because this is a platform for freedom fighters. It's a platform where we have spread this gospel to millions of people, and I'm not taking it to call this radio platform a place we come to gossip. Thank you, Mazi Jonathan.
Thank you. Your gaze is as well as mine. Let me pick this caller on direct line that has been calling. I think is it from Libya? I'm seeing it. No, it's gone. No, when I want to pick, it's gone. I have people that has been waiting also. I want to pick a caller on direct line, but whenever there is occasion to do it, all of a sudden it will stop. Okay, let me pick this caller. Caller on direct line. I think you're from Germany, right? Can you hear me? Please go on straight to the point. Your question or your suggestion, please. You have 3 minutes to do that. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Caller on direct line, please go on. My goodness me. Caller on direct line for the last time, please go on. No, he's not ready, and he's even calling from Germany, which is not normal. Caller on signal, you have been there since 13 minutes. Welcome to the program. Please proceed to your question. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, sir.
Please go on. There we go. Welcome to the program.
Yes, my name is Nkochimezia. Nkochimezia from Ohajima. Ohajima is in Imo Province, Biafra land. I'm calling from my location. This night, with the question, I have a question and a suggestion. Number one, like you asked my question, which those claim that they say they are independent. My question is there any any appointment that is outside IPOB.
Mazi, I think this question has been asked and answered. You said it. So there's no need going back to repeat it. It has been answered.
Yes, yes, like them claiming that they are not, and they are doing the fundraise. The fundraise they are doing, have they remitted it to IPOB? If it's no, why using the name of IPOB to raise a fundraise, which they say they are not under the control of IPOB, they are independent? Why using the name of IPOB to raise a fundraise that will not be remitted into the IPOB account? That is number one. Another thing is Andy Uba, Ifeanyi Uba, that is claiming that he wants to go and see our leader. What is the purpose of him going to see our leader? Because we know that election is at the corner. That's why they are running around. What BIAFRA, what IPOB requested is unconditional release of our leader, Nnamdi kanu, not going to DSS dungeon to go and visit him. And another thing is that him going to DSS should be investigated by IPOB, because there is no politician in Biafra that I trust. I do not trust any of them, any of the politicians. What we need from them is for them, as many as they gather and contributed money and rendition our leader from Kenya to Nigeria, they should also gather and go to federal government and request our leader to be released unconditionally. Me, I'm not supporting Ifeanyi Uba to go and see our leader in DSS because we don't know the reason why he's going there. He should not go.
Thank you.
He should not go. Even if he will go, he should be investigated. That's what I want to say. Thank you very much, sir.
You heard about it because he said it in public. Any person, for me, any person can apply to go there, you know. Mazi, please, can you take out the question?
Mazi, you know, I just have a little contribution on that. You remember when Nnamdi kanu went to see our leader in the Kuje prisons? He was going, you want to go and visit somebody, you take the camera. You understanding me? You take everything for people to know you're going to see our leader. What he has done is an example. It is a confirmation that this DOS does not give any room for any politician, because people like him have tried to come to the leadership of this movement, and he was warned seriously. If they want to talk, let them go and make sure that Nnamdi kanu is out from the DSS dungeon. And he's going to take court order and he's televising it on the news and all these things. That is his own cup of tea. One thing he has to know, you can't negotiate with somebody in the prison. And you can't negotiate with somebody who is under your ill. If they are sincere. He wants to use our leader, visit of our leader to make politics.
They will go there and take photo, they will program and take photo. Tomorrow they will come out and say, I've been with him.
Yes, I was with him. So he's going there, going to get court order. He is talking rubbish. He is doing cinema. You understanding me? It is all about his selfish interest. There is nothing. Do not believe or do not think there is anything that will come out from what he's doing. He is doing a show business. He wants people to see that he is running. Does that bring out IPOB members in detention in Anambra? In Anambra, IPOB members are in detention, in illegal detention. Have he gone there to remove them? It is to run to go and meet our leader. That is his own cup of tea, and it is taking him nowhere. He better go and take picture, and at the end of the day, we see how it goes. I don't know, Mazabanya, if you have something to say.
Yes, I have something. I have something to say there. In addition to what the question our brother just asked, he was asking about the fundraising. Let me just in 1 minute. Let me just summarize it there. The fundraising. That is why the leadership of IPOB have issued a direct order before anybody or any group, any country, is back in a fundraising. They have to be approved by the head of directorates or this leadership of IPOB. So people will not be defrauded in the name of IPOB. Our people should understand that. That is why this leadership, leadership is here to guide. The DOS is here to guide this family, so that people will not mess it up the way they are planning to do. Follow directives, follow order, follow instruction, and be loyal to this movement. Discipline is always important. These people will come and sound like they are with our leader. They will always come with the name of IPOB, and they always come with the name of we are supporting Nnamdi kanu. We focus. Let's we are raising funds to go and free Nnamdi kanu. At the end of the day, we are not in charge of that. So any fundraising that will be raised, that will be coming up soon from any country, have to be approved by the Directorate of State, so that people won't be coming here tomorrow and be asking about this. And these people will be still again saying that the ESM fund, this, that. These people, they don't know who what are their interests with the ESN. Are they the one in charge of ESN? Are they the one in command of ESN? What is this? They are raising money in the name of ESN and in the name of Nnamdi kanu to free him. So our people should now follow the instruction and wait for order from the DOS, so that we will not be misinformed and misleaded. Thank you very much. This is what I want to add in addition to the question.
Thank you.
Mazi Jonas, thank you so much. Just give me a little, based on what Mazoba said. You know, this issue Mazoba just point now, people are defrauding people in the name of ESN. I can tell you, people go to some people, they tell them we are elders, that we are elders. And we came to seek support for ESN. They go, they take money from people. And IPOB don't Ndibo. So a man, I will call his name next time, but I will just give it. There is nothing like when Biafra come, you will become chief. A man is going around in Anambra asking people to pay, I think, 200,000 to register that when Biafra comes, you become the Igwe of that area, not this present Igwe who is here. And he's collecting 200,000 from people. Tell them that IPOB is registering those who will become the Igwe when Biafra comes. The same thing, because we know Biafrans want to support ESN. But what we are asking you is follow the right channel. Is it announced on Radio Biafra, as our leader always said, that anything not announced on Radio Biafra, it did not come from the leadership. You can't go and announce something online, on YouTube, on Facebook. The leadership is not aware. Tomorrow you want to hold us responsible. Tomorrow you tell us that I contributed. Who did you call? You never listen, because you are emotional. You just hear ESN, you run and go. Even when we are telling you don't do that. Don't do, not like that. Like Mazoba said, why are people so much crazy of ESN money and IPOB money? You are not even IPOB member, and you are parading yourself everywhere for ESN and IPOB money. Does that make sense? You are not IPOB member. ESN, IPOB, you have never even donated $1 in this struggle. Instead, you take from IPOB money and put in your pocket. Now, that is why we said something. We need to be guided, so that people will not tomorrow say that IPOB defraud them, these people defraud them. We need to be guided. We saw. So these people are just waiting. Anywhere they hear something, maybe today is in Zombe. If maybe some trailer will fall along Ampa, they said IPOB, everybody come, let us contribute money for the trailer that fall in Ampa. If the military goes somewhere, so their ear is just waiting. They are waiting to hear where something bad will happen in Biafra land. They all jump in to use it to raise money. Biafrans, be guided. We want you to put your money where your money is supposed to go to. You want to support IPOB. Some of them now are using IPOB money to fund their own gang. They use IPOB money. They take the fund you are raising to sponsor a group against IPOB and against the late structure Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have. And some of you who call yourself coordinators are coming out to talk. That means you don't know IPOB, you don't supposed to be a coordinator. You don't supposed to know what is happening in IPOB. And I'm telling you, we are penciling down the names of all these people who have caused the time we will focus to take this struggle forward. And they are taking us backward because of their greed, selfish interest, and the guts to take money from or to reap where they did not sow. Ebera were $2,000 bara IPOB family treasure. They take the account of IPOB and hand it over to you, criminals.
That is why this guidance is highly necessary. You know, sometimes people can just call, oh, I am confused. What is happening now? You are confused because you want to be confused. Listen to Radio Biafra. This is where you hear authentic information concerning IPOB and anything concerning this struggle. Anybody can go to Facebook. It's free. You go there, it's free data. You start talking and you know, it's very easy. But it is not easy for a no member or non-authorized person to come here on this hallowed platform. It is not. It is impossible. Do you see the difference? Let me pick this call, please, before I go to look at. I don't know. I have a caller that has been waiting for 15 minutes, going to 16 minutes on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, please go straight to your question. Give us your name and where you're calling from now to your question. There, welcome to the program and thanks for holding on. There, yeah, man.
Yeah, mazo bilo na-ekwu Mozambique. Yeah, o nwere ihe m chọrọ ka asị ka nyọ ndị isi anyị. Ọ dị mma ka eji nwayọ kpa eji ụlọ. Ọ na-ama mma iji nwayọ gị kpa eji ụlọ. Ndị be na-asị kpa eji ụlọ. Ọ na-ama mma too much. Ihe m chọrọ suggestion m chọrọ sị ute ofu ajụ m chọrọ jọgwụrụ ihe m chọrọ. Ihe m chọrọ ikwu na bụ ndị isi anyị Maazị Abala ọ nwanne nwoke ka ọ bụ na ndị ọzọ na-alụ ọlụ dị ya. Biko ọ ga-adị mma ka unu na-aga na kọntrị ọbụla ndị isi anyị ebe ọka ahụ ọkụ n'anya ebe ọka enwere nsogbu unu gba plen gaa ebe ahụ ọ bụrụ ego anyị erezi unu gba plen gaa ebe ahụ nụkọta ọnụ kwuo ihe ahụ a na-ekwu na Facebook kwukọta onye ọbụla kwuo dee ya mmiri ahazie ya ọ dị mma ọ dịkwuru na mma like that ị na-eme ya ka ọwụ ị na-ekwu oli ekwe na redio ka ndị mba ụla na-anụ ya ọ ga-adịrị unu mma unu nụkọta ọnwụ na Jamelu unu niile ga Jamelu na ịga na họl ndị Jamelu onye ihu na onye asa apụta kwuo ihe ahụ n'ihu na ihu eme agụmenti ahụ ya agwụ dị ọnwụ ihe m si ka m suggest that side ọ gakwuru unu mma ime like that. Nke ọzọ bụrụ onye akpụrụkwa azabeda sesi ebe ahụ gbafuo ndị dịsi sit at home ndị ebe anyị na-asa aga na-eme biko enwere ike ibuturu ihe ka akpụtara nga ekwu olulu ihe dị ka wụrụ ewike tinye ke wike ahụ ka atara ya ke wike ahụ mụrụta ha ga-esi kọpla ya bikos ọ bụ dị na a ga-emericha nri mgbe i butere rie half ike egwu gị bute complain ma enwere ike ibuturu ihe down ha nwee ike nọ ihe dị ka 2 weeks or 1 week n'ime aja ikwu elegheta mkpụrụ obi ha ga-adịrị. Nke ọzọ n'ime aja ọzọ nchiri eji ụmụnne anyị ndị a na-egbusi one by one a na-egbusi ofu o nwekwuru apụrụkwa channel a na-erekọd afa ndị a
ajere m ihe m na-enye ohere wụ mkpụrụ ajụjụ abụọ mana ị ga na-atọ ịda n'iwu ị ga-akwụ fine
biko gbaghara m mana ajụ ka m jiri ji gụọ ajụ na ajụ ndị na-egburu egbu enwe ka a ga-esi nwe ike na-achịkọta afa ndị a ma ndị egburu n'ihu ọgụ ma ndị egburu na kichin ma ndị egburu na protest enwekwara etu esi na-achịkọta afa ndị a na-edeme na ụta akwụkwọ dị mma so that mgbe oge erule amara every year anyị mara ma na ole ndị a gbupụrụ n'isi anyị a na-epublishie ka ndị mba ụwa na-afụkwa ndata ahụhụ anyị na-ata na enwekwuru ihe deta ahụ ọwụ egbu awụsa ọwa ajụ nsị ka njọ ndị isi anya. Thank you maazị Obi.
Botarda ndewo. Okay, Mazi Abanyim, Mazi Chinasa. I think you had him. Though he spoke in Igbo language.
Okay. Mazi, thank you, Mazi. I think Mazi Obilo from Mozambique.
Yes.
Number one question he asked, if we can be going around the country to buy tickets. Number one,
for physical meeting.
If there are issues to settle, we have the CRC, the Conflict and Resolution Committee. We won't be flying to country to go to settle issues when we have coordinators, continental reps. But if it is to go to encourage the family or there are programs, all of us also at the same time can never be there for security reasons. My brother, I know Nihuog. There is no way you will expect us, Maze Dozie, Maze Abane, Maze Tony Zumike, all of us at this critical stage to gather in one place. It is not going to happen for security reasons. But if there is a need in any country where we need a member of the DOS to be present to settle issue, why not? The person will go there and he will do the job that is assigned. If we found out that the continental rep cannot be able to handle it, then even if the continental rep, we can support him, because when you're a member of DOS, my brother, you are equipped with the information. You know more than the ordinary person. People can be sent. It's not necessary it must be a member of DOS or all the DOS. There are other people that can be selected as delegates. They can join and go for such things. That is what I will tell you, my brother. Then your question again is, these people that are being killed at all these places. My brother, we are taking every record. We are taking the record of every of our brothers, the missing ones, the dead ones, the ones in the prison, the ones, for example, there are people, the day they invaded our leader's home in Afara, there are people still missing. People are missing in Mpo. People are missing in National High School, Aba. All this record, we are keeping them to the best of our knowledge. And most times, I use this opportunity also to thank Inter-Society, because they're doing a great job. Sometimes, what the length we don't go, we found that they have helped, do you understand me, and get many other information that will collaborate with what we have. So we are keeping the record. We are keeping the record. Everybody, not even the wounded people, we are keeping on the record. And we don't have to play. This is not 1967 to 1970 when there was no record, or when people were not keeping record. At the end of the war, everybody just walk away. This one, we are not walking away. We take record of our people they killed, and we will tell our story to our children, our next generation. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody want to say something again, or do I go to the following person?
Mazabani, please, if you have something.
You can go to the next person.
Okay, okay.
To the next person.
Okay. I have somebody, a caller that has been there since 16 minutes on Signal. Caller on Signal, you have been there waiting patiently. Thank you. Please start by telling us your name, where you're calling from, and you'll go straight to your question. There we go.
Yeah, this is Jonathan. This is the Prince Chika. I thank you people, and my question goes like this. One person said, do me as you do my people. I know our DOS here, they were talking about calling them Janjaweed. I want to ask a question, both you, Jonathan. If your mother is in US and people are calling your mother a harlot or something, because they didn't mention one person's name, they call all these women in US harlot. Would you like that? That's one question. Another question is this: when they talk about money transfer, our leader said every money should transfer so place. People obey that, and when they hear that the money was not transferred, do they ask them, did you have any money for ESN in your position? Did you transfer it? This is my question. Thank you.
Okay, if you can hold on, I don't know. Maazi, can you take on the question?
Yeah, let him hold on.
Please.
Let him hold on.
Yeah,
yes.
Holding.
Maazi, the question he has, he said people come. If I call your name, and say some words to you, this is my word. But when I generalize it or say everybody, that is a different thing. Do you understand me? I'm not calling somebody that DOS asked me to do this. Or DOS asked me to call somebody names. It's a different thing. If you know you cannot respect people that are asked to take care of and who respects you too, and you think that it is something you can come and talk, if it is that way they want it, then let us see. Let us see. Then secondly, my brother, you are not in finance. Are you hearing me? Talk what you know. Transfer our leader. Did our leader tell you? This thing I'm coming. It is a third party information.
You will reply
yes.
when
it is a third party information. This is finance for IPOB. You people want us to come and talk about the finance of IPOB in the air, in a radio, and which we are not going to give that opportunity. You people are the ones coming, our leader, our leader, our leader, our leader. It is because of this, our leader said this, our leader said that. Our lawyer was detained in DSS. And for that reason, I'm not going to answer that question. Our leader, did he tell you? If our leader didn't tell you so, remove yourself from that topic. When the time the people will handle that case, make yourself available and go and know whether the money was transferred or not. And let us stop talking about this transfer, money, transfer. How much is the money? We are doing a struggle. People are talking about $10,000, $20,000. Afghans in Saudi Arabia raise $110 million every year and sponsor the struggle for this thing. People come on radio here, transfer. How much? How much are we talking about? Transfer every day. Everybody come here. Transfer the money. The money they send transfer is it? Can you compare the money with those people? The money that in their possession. Now that the money they are holding, ask them what is the reason why they are not releasing the money for ESN. We are talking about transfer. Them that is holding the money, why they don't release money for ESN? Transfer. Ask HOD. If you want the information, go and ask HOD whether the money was transferred, whether they try to make the transfer.
Okay, Maazi, do you have the question? Is it Prince Kingsley or I don't know? Do you have any other thing?
Yeah.
Have you had
I'm happy that he said that she transferred it. That's what I want to hear.
Do you see the reason why it's not good to listen to gossip?
Yeah, I don't listen to gossip. I follow. I do my things. I stand on the truth.
Okay.
Whatever I hear, so what the main thing is that I asked a question, he didn't answer that one. Calling the women in US a harlot, and they call you Janjaweed, you get angry. So if my mother is here, you call the women in US harlot,
but let me come to that.
You get angry.
Okay, let me come to that. Even I myself, I listen to all those things. Maazi Chinasa even never referred to. He mentioned a particular person. He didn't. Had it been, you know, the problem with this Janjaweed issue. Had it been, he said maybe Mr. X and Mr. Y, they are Janjaweed. It would have been better, but instead, you know, the statement is very vague, it's very large, which means he puts, it's better to call, okay, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, you are Janjaweed. Now, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, we call him and start to iron it out together, direct, because it's direct. But this one is, he puts mind game. This is mind game.
Mazi Jonathan, let me ask this our brother. Within 4 months that our leader be renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria, in all sincerity, can you tell me the person these women is calling their names morning, day, and night for no reason? Can you tell us here? Can you mention the names? The people, when they are sleeping, they call their names. When they have headache, they call their names. When people don't transfer money, they call their names. They said, sit at home. Can you tell me the people they have been calling their names?
My dear brother, I'm against this when you say women in US are harlots. So that's where I get
no, Mazi, no person never said that.
I didn't say women.
So
I didn't say women. I specified. The person I am talking about.
Thank you.
I specified the person.
I'm okay. I don't want to keep you on the line.
Let me make it very clear. Let me so that people don't get offended. I made it very clear here. I said Nelly, who is jumping all around, have already 10 dealings with men. You understand me? We know her. So I'm making it very clear. I'm not saying it, and I'm not generalizing it to all the women. I am particularizing it to her. It's very, very simple. So nobody should try to generalize that I said all the women is this. But I'm telling you, there was, if you are in this program, but I told you that these women also use my name, making campaign in all the whole forum that women should never listen to Radio Biafra if Chinasa Nworu is coming, because I am against womanhood. Are you not aware of that one? Are you not aware? It is a campaign going. It is a campaign going on among the women in America to all Biafran women around. They say, no, everybody disassociate yourself with Chinasa Nworu, with the due, especially Chinasa Nworu, that she have no respect for woman.
Not all the women, sir.
Not all the women.
Against you, sir.
Yes, of course.
Forum.
You know, it's not all the women in US.
I'm not saying it's all the women, but it's the same group of people that I'm referring to. Of course, I can't refer to every woman in America. That is not right, my brother. But I'm talking the same group of women. That is it. Everything.
It's okay, sir. That's only what I want. So that anytime you're saying these women, because my mother is here in the US, it involves my mom. So that's where I get so angry.
No, Mazi, can I say something here? Do you listen to my program yesterday? Do you listen to even women in America that are calling?
I follow you.
Okay, so you know
that more than one is women. One is woman. If there are two, is women. So if there are two, there is no way I will generalize everybody. I'm not that stupid. So let us not drag it and start taking people's. I cannot.
Thank you. What we are doing, we are in our family radio, please. For people to understand, we are in a serious business, life and death business. But this is a family radio. No matter whatever, we are one people, and we must have one goal. Please, we are heading towards the end of this program. We have stayed long, more than 4 hours. But I think I will pick 2 more calls. I have people that are there already. Caller on WhatsApp, please. Please ask your question. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, Mazi.
Please, can you excuse me? Let me pick this caller first on direct line. Oh no, the calls on direct line are stalling. You know, Go on, Mazi. Caller on WhatsApp. Go on. Thank you. Go on, please. Go on.
Okay.
Thank you.
My name is Ajuluchukwu Chisome Ejike. One of my question I want to ask, he has already asked the question. So I've already been on the line. So let me ask this, let me just say this one and go. The Alozie and Madam Bridget, when he was asking her a question, at the end of everything, what I took home that day was, why are these women angry? And she said, delay of justice. Why can they have a sit down talk with every people so that all these things will not be coming out again? And which she said yes. I'm expecting that thing to carry place because we have 3 days to the court and we have other things to do. As our uncles and our fathers and our brothers are here, this hour now, we could have used this hour to do another more than meaningful thing that will make us to go.
No, everything is meaningful. In a group, in
yes,
a movement
I didn't say it's not meaningful.
Wait, in a movement that has millions of people, things like this, we rise up. We say, let us not also try to be more holy than angel. We are human beings. We must treat it. That is it. Whether we like it or not. Because we are a group of millions of people. So that is part of the fight. It's meaningful. Go on, please. And, restrict it.
I didn't say that they should not treat it. What I'm saying that I didn't say they should not treat it. I said they should treat it, but
Mazi, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I said that they should do it, but let it not be in public. I do understand, because not everything that will bring for us to consume. They should do it, and we should do it when they do it, and we come out. They say 6 attack on this person, 6 attack on this person. Our leader normally do it. Then every person will face his own portion. That is what I'm saying. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Do I go to the next caller, or do you have anything?
Mazi, hold on. Yeah. Mazi, let me clarify this, our brother. The DOS, we have not today. Like at the beginning, some people come, they forgot this is question and answer and interactive section. At the beginning of this broadcast, we have spoken to our people. We tell them what we are moving on, the things we are planning. We have made it very clear. Now we are in a question and answer. People come to ask questions. The question you ask is the kind of answer you will get. If you ask us a very mature question, you will get the answer you need. Now, he's talking about, try to talk these things under. We have done so. We have done so. At least, I had a meeting with them first time. I think they were I don't know, I forgot 5, 7, they said they were executives. They say it was not enough. They call another meeting. They were like 30 something. We went there. We spoke to them. They were not satisfied. They called the HOD. The HOD went there, talking to them. They were televising, they were transmitting the meeting he was having with them to the public. The record are all there.
The meeting that's supposed to be private meeting.
That is what, because of what he said.
Number one.
Things have been tried to handle in the private. We have tried our best to handle these things in private. When we finish having the meeting in private, they will come outside and make their declaration. They will write their letter sacking the DOS if they don't have the power. My brother, sometimes let us also be reasonable. We are human beings. Leaders are not aliens. We are human beings. We are serving the people. And we are serving with all our heart. Any day we are tired, we will give chance to other people. What we are trying to do is to make sure we maintain this institution. That even if in our own time we get Biafra, we make sure that our children will maintain so that they won't be conquered again. That is the most important thing. These people, we do have meeting with them. We have meeting with them. But the problem is that after having the meeting, do they recognize you? They don't. They said you don't know anything. They are more intelligent than the Google. or the bookshop. Anything you tell them, they don't accept it. If you doubt me, call them for a meeting tomorrow. The same thing they are talking since 4 months ago is the same thing they will talk. They will repeat it. You explain. That is to show you they know what they are doing. All the explanation we have done on air, we did it to them in the secret. But they don't accept it because they have their own agenda.
And they continue asking the same.
And they continue asking the same question.
It came up on air.
How many IPOB members who are not even leaders in IPOB have come on this radio every time lamenting who betrayed Onyendu, who sold Nnamdi kanu, who sold how many? But it's coming from leaders because they are seeing it as it is a yardstick for them to attack the leadership. You don't know, they are writing, they are posting to Biafra land, to people. Do you understand me? Propagating lies to people at home. The forum that they created, that this person they sold. And at the end of the day, like Mazoba said here, I'm telling you people, one of our brothers said I'm talking about women. I don't mean your mother or anybody, but I'm talking, if Onyendu is released tomorrow and a proper investigation is done, you will find out that these women who have been pointing hands round the clock, they have something to do with the arrest of Onyendu. I am telling you the fact. They, in one way or the other, they will be found complicit in this thing that happened to Onyendu. I am telling you. Because why I'm saying this is the 7 days or 8 days, Onyendu was not in this thing. They are the only one I am hearing it in their voice. Where is Onyendu? I am sure he has police problem. What we don't even think. They were clamming this on our ear, but we were so innocent in our heart. We said, no, maybe Onyendu. Then I am sure. Are you sure it doesn't have problem, police problem? They were all saying it. Things we don't even think. They know. And when time comes, they will tell us more better. And they turn around. Telling Chike Dozemo, Chida Samoru, they sold Nnamdi kanu. That is bullshit. The person we have given our life to protect, the person we have given everything to make sure we help him and help our people to get to the promised land. What are we going to benefit? If they are the Judas, we are the Peter. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi. I think I will pick second to the last question. We have taken time, but it is worth it anyway. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Please, straight to your question. Go straight to your question.
Okay, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening, Mazi Jonathan.
There, welcome
Mazi
to
Jonathan,
program.
please, can you permit me to use Igbo language?
Go on. You don't go on. If you want to use Chinese, go on.
Okay. Good evening, Mazi Chinasa. Good evening, Mazi Abanim. Good evening, Mazi Nzurumike. All of you on the platform. They want to move to because question.
Oh, Mazi.
Okay. Because question I'm trying to do because Emma,
remember the one introduce you.
Okay, my name is Ifanye. I'm calling from Madrid, Spain. Okay. Nkaposo ihe na-esi usi nkwane na ahụ. Biko, question m chere ju unu atọ no dia na. This thing Megan emene before. And mgbe o mere before, unu a niile gbakọtara ọnụ settle all the case. Before na were this ọchịchị. Why kwano o ji adịrị unu difficult na ịgbakọlata ọnụ settle all this issue? I could remember 2017. I'm alive when you people pick posts. What is difficult with settlement, with the cool, without no bragging, this. Because now, I want coordinate to stand up for you people. Una my hand face here. Because cool on down. tie n'okwu ọnụ ọ nwere ikpe exhibition unu kpe exhibition agbanyem ya controlling Europe ikpe exhibition for Europe Chinasa you are controlling Asia you kpe exhibition for Asia somebody is controlling America you kpe exhibition for America onye ndị iro gbara gburugburu na-eche ndị ya nche unu ma mgbe unu bada na this office enwere our enemies between you people and unu na-eri ni with them since that time up till today unu emeghe fish out unu kanụkwa na-ekpu and o setikwele again biko ayo ka nna ya unu tie n'anya n'ala maanụ ebe mmiri siri baa n'opi ụgbọgịrị because without IPOB who is ESN is IPOB from ESN and now somebody is telling you people that you people don't have the job to do they will carry up on a job and they are supporting ESN my brother because we're no kum tung but don't this issue. That's what I want for all. Thank you, my brother.
There is nothing wrong in what you said. We're going to, if we need to gather our people in Europe and talk to them, we will do that to make sure this struggle continue to move forward. We have been making sacrifice and we continue to make sacrifice. But I want to assure you that what you have said is a welcome idea. And if we look at it, we find that there is a need to bring people. I'm telling you, be assured. We will gather the people. Even though we are here, we can come over there to make sure we put the house. But the house is in order, I can tell you. Just a few people who are just, ranting all over. But the house is in order. I can tell you that. The DOS is intact. There is no issue. That is one thing. It is not like in 2017, when almost 11 or 9 of them left. It was only the former 3 DOS members remained before the new people joined them. And we all fought together till now. This is like a soldier. Soldier come, soldier go. But the most important thing, even if we fall along the line, we only urge our people to continue the fight until Biafra is restored. There is no retreat, there is no surrender. Thank you, Mazi.
I think I have the last caller on WhatsApp. It will be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on straight to your question. There will caller on WhatsApp.
This is Suzume is calling from Sweden. Yes, I have a question to ask. Did DOS have the power, have the capacity to go against any person or a group of people that are not subjected to structure of IPOB, including DOS, that are using our IPOB name and our great leader Nnamdi kanu for their personal purpose? Did they have the power to take them to court with illegal means? This is my question, please. And if they do, what are they waiting for? When will they start? Thank you.
Thank you. I think you're going to be the last caller. Please, you are the last caller. Mazi, please, over to you.
Yeah, Mazi, in any country where we are registered legally, we have, if somebody is using the name of Nnamdi kanu or IPOB to do some illegal things, we have the right, we have the power to take the person to court. If you also using the name of IPOB to do rubbish, to steal, commit crime in Biafra land, if ESN catch you, they will arrest you. There is no two ways about that. So, if you are doing something, especially if you are an IPOB member, using the name of IPOB to commit crimes, of course, DOS have the power to expel you after they might have investigated the issue and found out that you are guilty of what you are being accused. You will be expelled from IPOB. You know, It is to expel people in IPOB, they ever regret why they are being expelled. You know, IPOB is one of the biggest family. The biggest, is not the biggest family. When they expel people, it is now done on them. They understand what they have done to themselves. You know, sometimes I know some people that were expelled after a couple of months, after their little garagara, they start to beg because they realize what IPOB is. Even the last people that was expelled in IPOB that left, some of them are begging to come back to IPOB because they know it is who you are is IPOB. I am nobody without IPOB. Nobody would have known me without this struggle. Nobody would have known me without IPOB. Nobody would have known me if Nnamdi kanu did not present us to the public. Who will? You may champion your own, but you might not be as great as serving under this great movement. That is why I used to tell people, even the members in the ESN, our people at home, you think you have arrived. You have not arrived. Because this is IPOB. Like one of our brothers said here, anything you are, it is under the platform of IPOB. If you like, become King Kong. Any day they announce your name, you are no more IPOB. Your Anyabahogi immediately is down on you, our people. They will, do you understand me? You will see how they will distance themselves from you because they know why they are here. So we have that power. The DOS have the power. And the places I know, I'm against the area you are talking about, those using our name. We are coming to those places. We are not going to say what we are going to do. But if you are using our name, fake documents, fake letter-headed paper, using our names, doing IPOBs everywhere. We have people in every country that we can mobilize. We pay lawyers. They will take you to court. But if you are not an IPOB member, you are using our name to raise money. That is completely a criminal act. Any day we catch you, Anyway, let me not say anything. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi. I said this is the last call, but I think I have one other here also. Please, you always call late. I don't know. Dr. Tina, can you hear me? Please, I'll give you 3 minutes at the maximum. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? My goodness me, what happened? What happened? In the meantime, let me, Maazi Chinasa, can I just pick? I don't know what I press. Can you hear me?
Maazi Jonathan Chinedu, are you talking to me?
Of course I am. Please, you have 3 minutes. You're the last caller.
Maazi Jonathan, are you talking to me?
Yes.
Are you speaking to me?
Yes, I am. I don't know. My phone, is it? Are you not hearing me, please? Just hold on. My goodness. Dr. Tina, I'm talking to you. Please, go on. You have 3 minutes, please. Go on.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. When there is an echo. Yeah. There's an echo. I want to.
Please go on the phone. I think it's overloaded. It's going to crash. I don't know. Maybe that's why. Because of the volume of calls. Go on. Just go on.
I want to just say that oh, wow.
My goodness me. Okay. I don't know. Maybe today is not your lucky day. I don't know. I don't really know. Can you hear me now? can you hear me now? I think I'm sorry, we have to proceed to closing, please. It's a pity. Mazi Chinasa, please, if you can make your closing remarks so that we have stayed here going to 5 hours, please. Mazi Chinasa.
Mazi, we have said a lot.
Yes.
We have said a lot.
Of course.
There is no needless to talk more again. People can go back to listen. Actually, I promised them that I will be coming frequently, but because we have a lot of things in our hand, meetings and all these things, I couldn't make it the other time. But I promise I will do my best to make sure we are coming on air to clarify most of these issues. But before I go, I just have a short story as a parting message for our people. This short story is, there is a village where everybody thought that they are very intelligent, but there are older people in those villages. So one of the young men, he rose up, he said he's very intelligent. He caught a butterfly in his hand. When he caught this butterfly in his hand, he came to the elders in the village square. He said, "You people say you are very intelligent. I have a butterfly in my hand. Can you tell me if this butterfly is alive or dead?" In his mind, he said, if they say this butterfly is dead, he will allow the butterfly to fly away. But if they say the butterfly is alive, he will use his smaller finger and kill the butterfly and show them that the butterfly is dead. So he wanted to test the capacity, the intellect of this elderly man. When the man looked into his eyes, the man said, "Young man," he told him. The boy also replied, tell me if this butterfly is alive or dead." The man told him, he said, "The life and death of this butterfly is in your hand." Why I say this is for all Biafrans to know. To destroy this struggle is in our hand. To give more light and get to where we are going is also in our hand. It is time for everybody, irrespective of any way you think that others are not doing it well, that you can do it better. Bring in that thing you have to do. We look into it, but don't bring it insulting us. And bring it not to talk, and when we are talking also listen to us, because we might have information you don't have. It is time for everybody to just on any grudge you have against this struggle, and knowing quite well that this struggle is in our hand. Biafra is in our hand. We destroy it, is in our hand. We take it to the next level, is in our hand. And for that reason, Biafrans, with this short story, go home this night, wherever you are, think about it. It is our duty to take this struggle to the next level. The restoration of Biafra is in our hand. And I can bet you, if we all come together, remove this ego, remove that I am the senior, I am most educated. There are professors in this struggle. There are doctors. Nnamdi kanu is not the professor academically, but in what he's doing, he's a professor. In this field, he is the master. Likewise, many other people. So what I'm saying this night is this: let us all come together. Irrespective of anything, our people at home, many people depend on IPOB. If anything happens to IPOB, if IPOB is destroyed, many people will commit suicide. If IPOB abandon our people on the way, people will commit suicide. We hear stories of people just to hear that something is wrong. People making YouTuber. Nnamdi Kanu is in the flight. They hijack him in Spain, in Germany, in India. When you spread this wrong information, there are mothers who are having heart attack. Their blood pressure goes up with the fake information. So therefore, we urge Biafrans, if we come together and you are under the leadership, you can be able to get the authentic information so you don't pass wrong information to the public. Because there are information you pass to the public, you think you are disseminating information, but you are killing the heart of many people. You continue to peddle fake information. You're giving people false hope because you want them to be happy for the moment. This is not what the leadership of IPOB wants. We want our people to know the truth. We want our people to know where we are going. But we don't ask you, we don't want you to force us or push us to come and tell you everything we are doing. But you will be seeing the things as it moves. We take up this fight step by step. If it is Dr. Cho, he said we will take them block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood. This is the way we are doing this fight. We will calculate our steps before we strike. If not, the enemies are everywhere with their money to buy people, and the more the enemies have information about what we are doing, they will go ahead of us to jeopardize, to scatter and disorganize all our plans. And for that reason, I say, Biafrans, wherever you are, my name remains Mazi China Samoru. Mazi China Samoru is a member of the Directorate of State. I come from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Aba province. And I say, may Chukwu Kikadiama bless every one of you. Guide and protect every Biafran who is working assiduously for this restoration project. Ndewo no mo Biafra. Ndewo no.
Ndewo, Mazi China Samoru. Ndewo. I thank each and every one of you listening to us. You know, Ntewonka is our Igbo adage. You listen to learn. Therefore, whatever you hear, the only solution is our focus. That is it. As Mazi China Samoru said, you know, our only hope is this struggle, nothing more. I'm telling you. That is why sometimes personally I ask myself, these people that are going, oh, this money is here, just to cause one thing, they know, they are mischievous, they know what they are doing. I say, why? Why? Does it mean that the life we are living, that they love it? The type of life we are living everywhere around the world, does it mean people without hope? If you remember to go home, you are afraid to bring your children home. When will this stop? This is our only hope. And that is why we throw all our lives inside this struggle. We don't want to leave this thing to other generations coming after us. It is impossible. You understand? Therefore, whatever, you remove your ego, reduce it. I love what Mazi Abwanyim said. You know, our leader used to say, you know, when he praised you, and the other time he praised somebody, but he added, do not allow Satan to enter into you because I praise you. That is why even me myself, I used to say, oh, let us leave these praises, this and that, you know, because I myself am not somebody that will be moved by praises. Instead, I fear it. You know, so this is our only hope. We have suffered. We have suffered right from 1960. Okay, the epic from 1970 to today. The politicians, they are taking it all, pushing us to move, and don't think about government too. That is what they call us, and we are acting like that. Go and struggle for yourself, acting like people, sheep without shepherd. And here we are, we allow some few people to come and no, it cannot happen. That is why I say, when people say, oh, I'm confused, I say, we are not, nobody is confused, only you want to be confused. Stop listening to gossips on social media. It's very cheap. Stop listening to gossip. I remember warning somebody. He's a prominent person in IPOB. Warning him right from time, because he's somebody that I thought he's knowledgeable, but he listens to gossip every time, forwarding to me, telling me. I say, stop listening to gossip. Today, we see where he's taking the person. This is where we worship. This is where you get authentic information. As far as this restoration project is concerned. And our people wish, our leader said that we are like Ozuma Beke. Bulelu Mba. If you talk too much, if you talk on radio, every time talk, you stop. They say no. Why? We are no more here. No, I beg. So you don't even understand what our people wants. But the only thing is that we want freedom. That is it. Our people, we know we are the most difficult people, but we must reduce ourselves, this ego, and focus. We are trying to form an institutions, so that in Nigeria we don't have institutions. What we have are big men. We don't have big institutions. That is why people get away with anything, because people can just call. Somebody can call and say order from above. Law is not there. No person respects the law. But in this struggle, we want to train ourselves to respect institutions. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter that you are a PhD holder, you are highest scientist, but you go to your local IPOB family, you are humble to be under that person. You think that he didn't go to school. There is a quality. All of us have different qualities in life. You might be an expert in your own field, but when it comes to other, you are catastrophic. You're a catastrophe. That is why and another of my submission, it will be division of labor. That is so that we study, we understand what this thing means. Thank you very much for listening, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. For other people, Biafra might be another nation, another name, but for us, it is a religion. It is an ideology. And here on Radio Biafra is where we worship. Therefore, thank you for listening today, being the 18th of October 2021, on an special interactive session. Thank you, and remain blessed. From me, from here, it is simply good evening.